back to another one of my videos. As you can see, we have some Vettsy. These are just the cutest things ever. So they've sent me their new Cushion Ombre Art Gel Palettes. So we've got Cotton Candy and Daily Basic, and then we've also got the Grabba Dabba, that's what I call mine, as well. So I'm going to be using that. So they come in these, they wear like shrink wrap, but I open them and I have done a short with them. So there's all the ingredients and warnings. So each little pot is 2 grams. And there's the website there, Vettsy.com. Now these are, let me get you the, basically these. So these are also Vettsy. So it's a little pat gel basically, but instead of having to, see, normally we have the jars, we get a bit on a sponge and then you dab it off a little bit onto something before you do it on the nail. They have this little mesh bit there. So you can still get these, the Cushion Ombre Art Gels, individual colours. These ones, well, they are 2 grams as well. So you get the same in one of them as what you get in one of them. Fabulous. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh. So I will link everything in the description box if I can get into it. I also have a 20% off discount code for Vettsy, which is TPP20. But look at how cute that is. And you've got all the ingredients and details on the back as well. So this is the pastel one, Cotton Candy. And there are all those beautiful colours there. And then you can lift this up. So you've got that for when you're doing your ombres. But these can also be used for painting. So paint art. You can chrome onto them. And you can stamp with them. So this is really interesting. So if you want to use them, you know, out of the individual pots, you just lift that up. If you want to do your ombre, just put that down. We're going to have a go, don't worry. So you'll see them in action. I don't generally know what I'm going to do, but you know. So thank you so much for these to Vettsy. I honestly love them. And I'm really getting into all of these art gels at the moment. So this is their Daily Basic range. So this one, you've got 3 types of nude, white, black and a red. And there they are. So you've got your light, nude, cream, your cooler tone, warmer tone, obviously black and white, and then a red as well. And that's in the same thing with the sponges. And there's the details on the back of that one. Right, so what I'm going to do is, right, so we need 2, 4 and 6. So I'll get 6 of these out. I'll start with this one. Now these are lighter colours, so they possibly will need more coats than the other ones. So that mesh, if you can see, sort of stretches down and it goes onto your sponge like so. Honestly, it's absolutely genius. Genius it is. So I will do a couple of coats for each. So that's a really cute pale yellow. And then I'm just going to pop that in there. And honestly, you think, oh, it's only 2 grams, that's not a lot, but a little really does go a long way. Oh, it's been a long day. And obviously this is going on to swatch sticks. And I haven't even base coated them or primed them or anything. So I have primed the tips I'm going to do. I don't know if to do a set or just do a few little designs. But yeah, I'm really getting into these ombre palettes. The effects that you can get with them are just fab. So you can use them with stencils, you know, if you want to do patterns. And the fact that you can use these to paint with, and you can chrome onto your art that you've painted. Sorry about the bird. For some reason he's in a right mood today. Yeah, but you can chrome onto them. And we're going to have a go with the stamping. That one's very pale, but I will give that a second coat, like I say. Yeah, I've discovered I'm not the biggest fan of gel stamping. Depends on what form it comes in. But we will see. We will see. But it's just handy, isn't it, to just have it sitting on your desk. Normally you've got to scoop bits out, you're plopping it onto something else to tap it off. And also that creates waste as well, do you know what I mean? Because you're sort of patting it onto something else. I mean, you couldn't get a better time of year, could you, for these types of colours? And obviously you can mix the colours if you needed something different. The orange is a very, very vibrant one. But I think, to be honest with you, even though they're really light, they've got some really good coverage there. So I'm going to cure those. I'll give them a second coat and then I'll be right back with you. There they are, 2 coats. So you can really see the colours on them now. So these give you a no wipe matte finish. And as you can still see a bit of texture. But if you go over, I've got the Vettsy Pure Glow base coat. There's even a fuzzy in there. Typical. You could go over with a base coat if you wanted to do something else on top, or apply stickers if you wanted it to be a smoother surface. But once you've got your top coat on, that's gonna go nice and smooth anyway. So that is the cotton candy. Now then, and while I was curing in between as well, I just left my sponges in like that and closed the lid. Love it. Right, so now we're going to do the daily basic. So these are high pigmentation, no wipe, matte finish, they're HEMA free, TPO free, solid creamy art gels. And because I've got bloody nails on, I can't get into this now. Oh, my days. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say high elasticity, high density, cushion design to take gels easily and easily avoid dirt and gel waste. Yeah, that's what I mean, you know, with the the wastage side of them. Right, so the first one, don't know what's going on with me. First one is oatmeal. So these are really nice neutral colours, these top three. That's got really good coverage, hasn't it? Yeah, I love that. And then the next is nude. There is going to be loads that you can do with these. So you could do, if somebody just wanted like a baby boomer nail, super easy. And there's nude. I think these would be, obviously these would be fab coverage, because if you're going on to a natural nail, your natural nails aren't transparent. And then we have blush. These could easily take away the fact or need for an airbrush. And there's blush. I bought an airbrush. But since I've been practicing with these types of gels, I haven't needed to use it. Right then, so now we've got white, black and red. So this is white. And these are, like I say, very pigmented, so you would need to, you can't just slap it on, you know, like on a really thick layer. But that is actually really good coverage. Ah, forgot, couldn't see the clear ones. Now then, we have black. Okay, so obviously it's not full coverage with one coat, but we want it to cure, don't we? And last is red. This looks like a lovely deep red. Oh, wowzers. That's just gorgeous. Obviously, if you needed a lighter red, add a little bit of white. Darker red, add a little bit of black. That is stunning though. So I'll cure those. Oops. I'll do 2 coats and then we will be back. Okay, and there's those ones with 2 coats. As you can see, they're a lot more opaque. You've got your 3 nudes, which are just perfect. And your black, white and red. So let's do some nails. So like I say, I don't know whether I'm going to do like a full set or I'm just going to do like a few different bits. Now, these have just had an acid-free primer on them. I haven't base coated them or anything. So I think I'm going to do a full cover of this nude. Absolutely love how well they cover. covered so much better, you know, because I've had the primer on there. So I'm going to give that one 60 seconds. And then on another one, I move those over to there. I'm going to use, get some blue. I'm so excited to see whether they bring out more colour ranges in these, because I think they're absolutely brilliant. So I've got blue at the top and I'm going to do green at the bottom. Do a little bit of pink in the middle. Shall I? Shall I? No, I'll cure it first. Cure it first and then I'll put something else on top. So I'll do a second coat of this. Like that. And then while it's still wet, I'll get the white. Sort of blend that in a little. Going up like that. And then I'm going to give that a cure. So I'll keep that one out now. And get a clean one to keep him with the white. Because obviously that's now got a different colour. And now they're cured, I'm actually going to go across the middle here with a little bit of white. Just where we didn't bring up that green and blue together. Like that. And then so I do these. And then now I'm going to bring that blue down into that white and the green up. Oops, I missed. Like so. And they're cured now, aren't they? So I'm just going to do a little bit more of this white. Just taking it off. How easy was that to do as an ombre? Like, honestly, I mean, the layers aren't even thick, do you know what I mean? So it's not going to bulk out your nail. The amount that we struggle when we're trying to do like ombres with build gel or acrylic or whatever. You could just literally... Right, let me cure that. Oh, there's that. Super cute, that, isn't it? And then let's get some of this yellow, just do a little like glow in this corner. Like that. Give that a little bit of a cure. I'm gonna have to start removing these now because I want to lift the thing up. Just stick on so I can see the colours. Oops. There we go. So I've done the ombre on there. So if I go over now with a base coat, that will smooth your blend. There we go. Can't see no texture, it just looks so smooth now. So they are fabulous for stuff like that. Right, so now, right, full disclosure, got halfway through doing that video, didn't like the outcome of what was happening. So that's why the palettes are all a mess. I am gonna, when I edit, I will edit so you can see at least that one being created of how to do a gorgeous ombre like that using these palettes, because that is just flawless, absolutely flawless. But I'm going to do 3 other nails and I'm going to do better than what I did last time. Because honestly I was like, you know, I think I am quite tired and nothing at all is going right, and I just thought this is not me, and it's just going to make you look friggin' terrible. And I ended up swearing in the video, so I'm going back to being a good girl now. I'm going to stop stressing and we're going to do this. So on this, so these tips, I think I said at the beginning of the one, they've only had a acid-free primer on them, but these ombre gels are working absolutely fine, honestly. And it's not the gels, it is 100% me, it is not the gels. I'm just being an absolute tool and I'm annoying myself because I'm being an absolute tool. Right, so 1 coat of that, I'm going to cure that. Excuse me, lamp, don't you start. And then on this one, I'm going to do, get it in straight. I'm going to do the nude. So yeah, so hopefully I can salvage something from the beginning. So you'll see the unboxing when they were all nice and clean. And I'm going to repeat a few things just in case I don't put them in, or that they're in a bit where it ends up getting cut. But I am going to say thank you to Vettsy for sending these to me because they are absolutely brilliant. I really like them and they're so nice to work with. And honestly, ombres and Frenches are like a nemesis. Also flames have been a very good big nemesis of mine as well, so very strange. Is that a clean one? Yeah. And then on the bottom, let's do the green. It's quite a light green, but it's really pretty, this green. I really do like these palettes, and I hope that they bring out some more colour variations maybe. Right, so I'm going to go over that blend in the middle now. There. So I'm going to cure that. And then I will do a second coat. So I'm going to do another white. Or, no, let's get jazzy. Let's get jazzy. So I'm going to get some purple. So the white will make it a little bit more opaque. What's going on? Am I not pushing it down far enough? Oh, that's why. I'm trying to be dead gentle with it, but you don't have to be at all. So, bit of purple. And I do some pink at the bottom. And do a yellow going through the middle. So cute. Okay, isn't that cute? Right, so I'll cure that. And then what are we doing on this then? So this was the nude, wasn't it? The nude. It's just such a lovely nude as well. Clean side of the green sponge because I blended it with the other side and I don't want that to get back into the palette. So doing it there, and then I'm just going to go across there again. Oh, you could do a super cute little set with these, couldn't you? Where you could do like a different pastel tip on each one. That'd be really cute. Purple. It was up here, wasn't it? There. Pink. Come on. Down here. And then this yellow, put it through the middle and then start just overlapping just to blend those colours. That is just so cute, isn't it? Gorgeous. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. Put that out the way for a second. Right, so I am going to do, I want to draw some, turn that way. I'm going to end up breaking my bloody nail at this rate. So I want to do some little daisies. Now, it is quite thick, this stuff. So I'm going to get a little tiny bit onto my palette. Bring my palette, but I was going to say bring my palette in, but I said palette. Nearly bedtime. And I'm just going to use some of the base coat to thin it down a little bit. So let's mix those two. You can buy mixing gels and things like that, but the base coat does work absolutely fine. And then a little tiny brush, my brush. So even thinning it down with a little bit of base coat, it's still a really nice painting gel, with a good consistency too, so it's not running away or anything like that. And you could still get that sort of 3D textured effect as well if you wanted to. So we got a couple of little daisies. That was hard. Right, so I'm going to go over this with base coat just to fill in all of those little, it's very, very slight, like sort of rough texture, but the base coat will fill in those gaps. And then I'm going to apply a top coat for some what am I going to do? And then I'll matte top coat. That's what I'll do. Just make sure that's all nice and smooth. You can see it sort of like blurs the blend when you put the base coat over. Right, so that into cure with the base coat, and then I'll matte top coat that. Right, so let's take these off. I need some yellow. Don't need that much, like, oh yeah. Alright, whatever. Cute little daisies. Does anybody else do that though with some videos? Like, I was just sort of, I'm not liking how this is going. Is it worth me carrying on? So I was just like, stop it. We are starting again. Just trying to push those little peaks down a little bit. So there's that. So I might top coat these and then I'll be right back. Right, so that one's out, so I'm going to base coat it. So I smooth that out as well. I don't think you can go wrong, can you, with like a light green and daisies. I just love that sort of design. So that's all smoothed nicely now. Look at that. And all that texture, you know, that you could see, you can't even feel that now. So that's all nice and smooth. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab some, actually no, what we're going to do is get some more white. A bit more base coat. A little mix. And then I want my some white on this brush. This is like one of those triangle petal brushes. Get a bit on there like so. Do this side. Maybe I am okay doing it just direct in there, like, I don't know. Ignore me. Having a day, aren't I? Having a day. Get a smidge of base coat. Smidge. Smidgy smidge. There we go. Swoop that one in. Okay, so I'm going to cure all that. You can see it's still got the texture, which is really nice. Then for this one, I am going to just going to do some little dots, I think. In between. Now I put the base coat on first because I want the dots to look a little bit more sort of like, you know, so they're higher up. Well, they are, because they're on top of the problem is it's those little peaks. There's that one, give that one a cure. Now I want to try, where did I put it? Where's it gone? This, which is the holographic nail chrome clear. Now, because I did 60 seconds on that, I'm not sure whether that's going to work. Whether it's going to stick to it or not. It has a little bit. No, cured it too long. Such a pleb, you know. That's okay. Chrome up my nose. And we're just going to carry on. The second layer of petals, just going in between. Like so. And then I'm going to base coat this again, wipe off the tacky layer and then buff over, because those dots are like really sticking up. So the base coat will sort of protect it to a certain level. I just want to make it smooth. Cute. Right then, we've got one. Where have I put that? God. So we got this one, haven't we? So I'm going to use the oatmeal. This really light coloured one. And I'm going to do that at the bottom. So, I don't know what I've used what for what now. Just going with it. And then white at the top. And then go over that. Give that a cure. So leave that there. Right then. So in the middle of this one, I want to use the orange. I haven't got a sponge for that yet, have I? But I only want a smidgy bit. What am I doing? Making life hard for myself, that's what I'm doing. Like that. I really like that. It's really pretty. So I'll give that one a cure. This one, take off the tacky layer and give it a buff. I'll be back. Okay, so there's flower. Right, so base coat to help smooth it. Well, I mean, if you like texture on your nails, then obviously you can just go over with a normal top coat, but it is no wipe, so you don't even really need a top coat. You could, you know, but the top coat will give you long lasting nails. by sealing it in. So that's really cute, and you can sort of see the layers of the petals. That one has been top coated. Well, I buffed it just to get those little peaks off. This one has had its second coat. I don't even know what I'm flipping doing with it. Right, so I'm going to need a base coat to smooth it out. And then I think maybe some stickers. It's pretty. Right, so I'm going to get some stickers and tidy up a little bit, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I base coated and then I put a chrome top coat on this because I want to show you this as well, which I know didn't work on the thing because I left them to cure too long. But over this ombre, it is so nice, and I'm hoping it's going to come up on camera. Cause it is stunning. So give it a good burnishing. Choose one of these at the back end of it. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it gives like a little rainbow going over the top, and you can put it over literally any colour background or anything like that. This came in Brazil box, but it's holographic nail chrome clear. It's lovely, and you get loads in the box as well. See, I can see it. I can see it. I just don't know whether you can. Which end did I use? Is it that end? Yeah. So I'll take that off. Then I'm just going to use like a base coat where I don't mind getting any chrome or whatever into it, just to seal it in before I do anything on top, to make sure that that stays fully encapsulated. Oh, do you know what? I've got it. I don't know if you can see it. It's bloody amazing stuff. It's just so hard to get a thingy on camera. Right, so butterflies. Of course, I have an absolute ton. Let's try one of these. I got these recently from Sparkle Supplies. They are very intriguing. So we're going to try them for the first time together, and it will probably end up with me deciding I don't like them again, maybe. We just don't know. So, what sort of colour? Might just go for a no. Something like that, nice neutral, because we've done neutral background, haven't we? Okay, so I'm going to take off. The base coat has a really excessive inhibition layer, so I'm just going to give it a little swipe. Excuse that, that was the chair, not me. And that one looks a bit smaller. hard to see though. It's hard to see. How do I get all the bits out the middle? Oh. And then, oh my days. I need one of those weeding tools from like when I used to use one of those cricket machines, cry cut machines, whatever you call them. Oh my days, right, back in one sec. That's as far as it's going. Stressed. Probably not going to stick now. Well, I'm definitely having a day today, aren't I? Nothing is going bloody right. I like throwing in the towel. Oh, I was on a roll as well. Maybe I've just pushed it too far. I was feeling a little bit better today, so I was just sort of like smashing out the videos, you know what I mean? Getting the recording done. But maybe I should have stopped at the last one. Push it down. I've never used these stickers before, so but they are going to look quite cool. Right. Do you know what? That'd be easy to peel off. Thinking of just using it as a stencil. No, use it as a sticker. Don't start messing now, otherwise I'll end up just screwing it all up. So base coat over that to seal it in. Make sure you get around all the edges of the sticker. Right, I'm going to cure that. I'm going to top coat it, and then we're going to come back and have a look at everything. So see you in a sec. Okay, here we go. So there's the nails. I mean, those you could actually put together in the same set, couldn't you? So there's just your standard beautiful ombre of nude to white or white to nude. That was like, those pastels are just gorgeous, and then, you know, painted with the flowers, so you still got the texture in the petals. That was an ombre with the green, so we've got a couple of little daisies, and that was a white to nude ombre the other way round to that one. And then that bloody butterfly sticker, that was testing, that very testing. This one I did, which is probably going to be in the bit that gets cut out, the blush to the red. Then I got some black, mixed it with base coat. I used a coat of base coat and a sort of like just ballooned some, just pulled it through to get some sort of like flames. I'm not showing you the other ones, they're absolute friggin' disaster. But so it's a good job I got plenty of sponges. So like I say, I will link these down below. So you got Daily Basics, which is your nudes. So you've got oatmeal, nude, blush, white, black and red. Oh, where's me doodah? I don't want to put my nail in because I don't want to me press on. But yeah, so you've got some really nice nudes there, and your white, black and red. there's them. So let me show you them on here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that, because they're on here, aren't they? And they give you that, it's totally matte. So there is the white, black and red, and that's 2 coats. And here are your 3 nudes. So you've got oatmeal, nude, and blush. Awesome plate. If you're somebody who's working on clients who is, you know, everybody always wants an ombre, so save yourself some time, honestly. And then this is the cotton candy. So we've got yellow, green, blue. Obviously that one's got the base coat on, that's why that one's shiny, but yeah. And then we've got purple, pink and orange. Gorgeous, they are gorgeous. These ones are a little bit more sheer, so you know, if you wanted full cover, full like opaque, I'd say 3 coats, but that's 2. And on a natural nail, or if you did like a white background, that'd stand out absolutely fine. But yeah, absolute genius with the cushion ombres. And then obviously you can paint with them, mix it with base coat or mixing gel to smooth it down a little bit. But I love them. Thank you so much, Vettsy, for sending these to me, and I hope you guys love them too. So these are on their website for $19.99. So what would be about £18 something UK pound, and honestly that is a really good price, and you get 20% off with my code, don't forget that. But yeah, no, I mean, that is an absolute genius price, because you're not just getting pat gels, you're getting ombre gels, art gels, and you've got the cushion as well, which makes life honestly 10 times easier to do that. So you can, look at me, made a right mess of them already. I think they're absolutely genius. I think they're absolutely brilliant, and yes, I will definitely be using these. So I'm going to go and hope that there's some part of this video that I can pull together for you to watch. I suppose you would know better than me right now, because you'll be watching it. So thank you, Vettsy. Really, really love them. Can't wait to be using more of them. And I am definitely going to be practicing on a few different techniques. See what I can come up with. So yeah, so don't forget to give me a like, comment or subscribe. If you're not subscribed and you're watching and you like what you see, it's not always this shite. There are better videos. It's just one of those days, and I should have just quit while I was ahead, but no, I decided to go and do another one. But I've opened them and made a mess of them, so the opening of PR part is done with, isn't it? So but yeah, so if you do think about subscribing, it costs nothing to you whatsoever, but it means absolutely everything to me. It means the world to me, and I really do appreciate everybody who likes, comments, subscribes or watches, you know what I mean. Like I say, I always say I can't do this without you. But the link, the code and everything will be in the description box. There are other links, other codes, and also the link if you want to become a Firebird to support my channel. I do have membership. I have been a bit MIA at the moment with members only videos, but that's a long story. We will get into that on another day. But we're getting back, we're doing it. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna go because I'm waffling, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Love you lots. Bye bye.